local audience in Montgomery County, Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776.
You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Extension Hour. I'm Amy Ressler, County Extension Agent for Family and Community Health. I've got Justin Sines with me, County Extension Agent for Urban Youth Development, and I have two strapping young men, very handsome, here from our 4-H, local 4-H club, Morning Star 4-H. Yep, you guys want to say hi?
Hi, I'm Seth from Morning Stars 4-H.
Hey, I'm Carson from Morning Stars 4-H.
And Seth and Carson have last names as well.
Kendrick, Seth Kendrick, sorry.
Carson
Did I forget
Crest.
my last name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Carson Crest right here.
You're just one of those one-name people. I'm Seth, and everybody
Right.
just knows who
And
you
it's
are,
just
right?
recognized.
Because you guys are like almost famous.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
we're getting there.
YouTube fame.
Yeah, yep.
Montgomery County fame, yeah.
There you go. So we're going to talk about what you guys do in 4-H, but one of the big things is your YouTube channel, which is called 4-H is for everyone. So, and you use the 4, right? 4-H is
Yes, ma'am,
for
we use
everyone.
4s.
That's
Yes.
very clever.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
See, we have smart kids in 4-H.
We do.
We do. Okay, so but let me tell you some of the other things that are happening in the 4-H world, and then we'll also talk about some of the other things that are happening in the extension. So because this is the extension hour, so 4-H, we stay really busy. Spring is like crazy busy for us, Justin,
Very
and
busy.
sometimes I'm like, well, we do this and this. And then it doesn't sound like that much, but it really is a lot. So this weekend, we're going to be busy out at Kids Fest. We'll talk about that a little bit more in detail later. Next weekend, we will be out at Lone Star College at the Montgomery campus, which is actually in the Woodlands. And that is our big time in D9 because our D9 is district. So District 9. We call it a big time because there's like lots and lots of contests going on all at once. So have you counted them? There's like 20, maybe 20.
I think we have about 18 contests that will go on between 3 days. We'll have Thursday starting with our robotics and quiz bowl contest, and then we'll be doing half the contest on Friday, then the other half on Saturday.
Yep, I know like Food Show, Fashion Show is on Friday. Food Challenge, which I'm the chair of, is on Saturday. That's a big event.
Yes.
And all of them are big events, but it's pretty cool. Do you guys like it? I shouldn't put you on the spot here in case you don't like it.
Great experience, especially the robotics competition has been great. Sadly, they moved this year. They moved it to Thursday. So,
And you're sad about that? Is that
well, because
conflict with your schedule?
that means at least my robotics team can't do it because we all take dual credit classes at Lone Star. We have classes Thursday. So,
Well, snap.
It's the same with our team, too. We
Yeah.
have 2 separate teams.
yeah.
Same club, but 2 separate teams.
Yeah. So the cool thing about doing them all in one weekend is that you don't have to like schedule around every other weekend that's happening, because that's kind of how we used to do it, where there was something like every weekend from February to May.
Correct,
Pretty
yeah.
much
It's a
so
lot,
a
yep.
contest. And some of the contests are a little smaller than others, and so it kind of, there's not a lot of people around, but with this one, having them all together, it does seem like a big event, and that's kind of why we call it big time.
Right,
big
D9.
time D9.
Big time
Big
D9.
time, yeah. So that, like I said, is next weekend, May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And we also can use volunteers to help with that as well, running that. And sometimes we need extra judges, just extra hands, because it's a lot of stuff happening all at once. So if there's any adults out there listening who are interested, give us a call. What's your phone number, Justin?
936-539-2378, extension 3.
Yeah.
I've been here for 9 months, and I'm slowly getting my number down.
And it takes a while to,
It does,
to
especially
get
when
them
you-
all in the right order.
When you come from a previous county and you got that number memorized, so.
Right. Too many numbers going on in your head. And then in June, you guys are going to have a science teacher workshop.
Yes, we're for elementary teachers, we're going to be offering 6 hours of CPEs for our local educators here, and we're going to focus on STEM events that are related to 4-H and stuff that they can incorporate into their classrooms.
Okay, and then a couple other things that are related to 4-H and to family and community health. We do things out at the libraries. during the summer. So we'll talk about those in future shows because we want to get onto our topic that we're going to talk about today. So we already mentioned you guys are like semi-famous with your YouTube channel. Tell us more about that. How did that come about?
Well,
So I had the original idea, right? I was actually at State Roundup last year. I believe that'd be, I think 2018 State Roundup, and yeah, it was really
This
fun.
is 2019. Last
Right.
year was 2018. Yeah,
It's gone by
Let's go
so
again.
fast.
I
It's
know.
hard to get it all together.
Runs together.
Right. And I was giving an educational presentation. It was actually a Promote 4-H presentation. And somebody else, after I finished mine, I was listening on all the other ones, and somebody had gauged theirs to Promote 4-H through their Twitter account, and they were connecting with their club members and things like that through Twitter. I was like, I've heard of this before, but on my way home, it's a long drive, and it kind of clicked with me. I was like, I haven't really heard of promoting 4-H through YouTube a whole lot. And I realized that there were YouTube channels, but I had no clue about them. So I was like, that could be an idea. I was kind of hesitant about it at first, but I talked to some people. The first person I called was Carson.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, man. You got dragged into this. And I was like, hey, what do you think about creating a club YouTube channel? Or not necessarily even just for a club, but for 4-H in general. I called you. What was your response?
I was like, yeah, I mean,
You're
this
like,
is
yeah.
this is a great idea. But then we decided to invite some people in on the idea. We invited a little too many people in on the idea. It kind of got crazy for a little bit, but we were able to narrow it down to what we needed to do. And we had a meeting, decided on the name and specifics, and then we shot our first video. It was not the best video. We since deleted it from the from
Yeah,
our
we deleted
video
that like
feed.
the first week it was all up.
Yeah, it was
Did
not
you save
great
it
quality.
somewhere?
It's saved on my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's on
just
our
in
file
case. Because
somewhere.
it's kind of fun to look back and see
still there.
how much you've grown. And I think that's one of the cool things about 4-H too,
Yeah.
is you can see, with your records and that kind of thing, but just how you've grown and how you've changed. It's a
Definitely.
good marker.
Exactly, yeah.
All
I
this
think
is kind of like documented, we have it all.
yeah. I mean, we could have done it without Evan. He had after that first video, we were not really sure what to do. So
Yeah,
we
we couldn't
went
have
to
done it
his
without
house
him.
and he had like a whole studio, green screen, all that set up. And we actually shot our first, 3 videos there?
We shot our first 3 videos there, our intro video, like our channel trailer kind of deal. We made a how to join 4-H video, so we kind of mapped everything out and tried to make it as easy for the person watching to go and join 4-H after that.
Because it's the whole idea.
We went
right?
step by
Right,
step
right.
through how to join. We did the whole call with the extension office, 4-H online, all that stuff. We had to
Screen
set it up. Yeah,
recording.
it took
We
forever.
went to the
but we
website for
made it.
them, and we were like, this is how you do it, guys. So
Very
Yeah.
cool. So you said Evan, right?
Evan Brock, yes.
Evan is the third musketeer. of
he's
the
the
three?
editor. He's
Yeah.
the guy behind the scenes. He's
He should be coming soon.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
he's
coming
our
soon.
cameraman.
He's-
He's amazing. He has his own photography business.
Yeah, he's a great photographer, great editor. He's edited, I think, 13. We have around 25 videos. He's edited 13 of them. I've edited 9, but he's taught me how to edit a lot of things as well. So,
Sure.
I mean, we couldn't have done anything with this without him,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and he won first place in every photography competition, district, state before all this. He was
Yeah,
winning
at the
them.
roundup competitions, he's always there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won grand at the fair this last year actually as well. So
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Brainchild, let's do a YouTube channel. So, is that something? What was your motivation there? Were you just thinking, oh, I want more people to know about 4-H? Does it have something to do with your future career goals, or it just something that's cool to do right now?
a little bit of everything you just
Yeah.
said, to be honest. I thought about it, and actually in my presentation that I was doing that year, they asked me how I promoted 4-H. And I had the simple things like wearing a T-shirt or, telling my friends, but I hadn't really stepped out and done anything big. And this was kind of just a way to do that. As well as I want to start my own channel this summer, and this has kind of just been a training ground for me. I'm going to keep this channel going until my senior year and hopefully hand it off to somebody that I know will take good care of it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get the word about it 4-H, and it's something that I didn't really know what would happen with. So I was kind of curious about it and wanted to experiment with it. And I think Carson did the same. So
Yeah, definitely.
So, you guys are you seniors?
No, I'm
I'm a-
actually a sophomore right now.
Okay.
I'm a junior.
Mine is kind of
Same.
complicated because of what I'm doing through dual credit Lone Star. But if
We're
I was in
homeschooled,
public
so we're
school,
allowed to do dual credits and cool things like that
Yeah,
through college.
yeah.
So
graduate, yeah.
Okay, so the YouTube channel, what kind of following do you have?
So
now?
right now we only have, 82 subscribers right
80?
now, but we've been gaining. So we started back in September.
we started
We-
in September, yes.
Yeah, we had 50 by the end of the year, and at the end of the year, we actually rounded it off. If you guys want to go see it, if our listeners want to go see it, we did a parody of the 4-H or of the YouTube rewind with a 4-H rewind.
So yeah,
we
there's
shot
this, there was this. It's the most disliked video on YouTube in YouTube history. Like they were.
Not ours, the YouTube one.
Yeah, the YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah, thanks
Our
for
goal was to
clarifying.
make ours the most liked video. That didn't happen, but yeah, they were for the YouTube Rewind, the actual one that YouTube made. They were actually undisliking Justin Bieber's "Baby" music video, which is originally the most disliked. So
Okay.
we were like, this video has a ton of hype around it. Why don't we just do our own 4-H remix and hopefully get some views off of it? It got like 300 views. It was a successful video in our eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a high, at least at that time, it was a high-level production. We spent
Yeah,
like all
high-level
night on that
production,
thing.
yep.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. Evan did a really good job with editing that
Yeah, he
thing.
edited
It
it
was really
great.
good. So we had 50 by the end of the year. And around this time, we have made another, 42? So we're
somewhere
at
around
82.
there. Our total subscriber count right now is 82. But like for a 4-H channel, that's actually pretty good because I believe the most subscribed channel, 4-H channel, which is Texas 4-H, is 227, and we're gaining. So
Yeah, we're getting there.
our goal is to be the number one.
Okay, so if someone wants to go subscribe, how do they do that?
So you go to YouTube and you search up 4H, 4 capital H, space is.
Do you need a dash in there?
No,
There's no
Okay.
dash. We tried
Okay.
to we took out the dash just so it'd be a little bit simpler for those who don't know what 4-H is.
Sure.
They don't know to include it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you type that number 4 and then capital H space IS and then another 4, it should come up in the suggested, and then you should be able to find it just right there. But
4H
you click
is for
there.
everyone.
4-H is for everyone. You click there, and then you just smash that red subscribe button right there, and you're
All
subscribed.
right. Yeah, check out some of our videos. We have a lot of robotics videos on there. We have like some fair stereotypes. No, the most viewed one on there has 900 some views.
Yes,
Is
that was
yours?
for a video competition I actually entered in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It was a promote agriculture video and what it means to me. So I just said, the simple things that I use agriculture every day, and it helps me because, the clothes I wear,
Right.
that's all produced through agriculture, and it's all part of it, and it's all
Right.
tied in. So I made that video. I ended up placing second at San Antonio, and the voting was through Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook votes. So it got shared everywhere through there. So that was definitely our most successful video so far.
And then our most recent production, we're trying to get our highest viewed video
Trying to
is
get 1,000 views on it.
Yeah, 1,000 views it's a parody of Old Town Road. So he's already done the the music for it. So we have that video out, and we actually earlier today just filmed the music video that we're trying to make for that.
Yes,
so,
we started. We've
yeah.
been grinding today.
And I posted on my channel. I posted am posting the behind the scenes for that.
Like, what are you posting as we speak? Like,
Yeah,
you
no.
guys,
Right,
you
yeah,
can
it's
multitask,
so
right?
funny.
all the time.
Okay, so speaking of multitasking, we do have to take a little bit of a break, but we're going to talk a lot more about your 4-H channel, some of the other things that you guys do in 4-H, because I think you guys are good examples of things that people maybe don't expect you to do in 4-H. So we want to talk way more about that. But you're listening to the Extension Hour. I'm Amy Ressler. We've got Justin Sines, we've got Seth Kendrick, and we've got Carson Kress. And we will be back in just a few minutes. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question, comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station on irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Lone Star Boxer Rescue is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from many sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture. Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
And we are back with the Extension Hour. We've got a great crew here with us today. I'm Amy Ressler, County Extension Agent, Family and Community Health. I've got you guys are a great representation of 4-H, I think. So we've got Justin Sines. He's our Urban Youth Development Agent. So that means working with 4-H, but more specifically like non-traditional 4-H things. So some of the things that we don't always think about with 4-H, yeah.
Typically, we think cows, plows, and sows when it comes to 4-H, but I mainly deal with what we call the non-traditional or the non-livestock projects. So a lot of food and nutrition, photography, videography, robotics, and gardening in the classroom.
Okay. So speaking of gardening, let me tell you about what the Master Gardeners are up to. So, the Master Gardener Horticulture Department that we have at the Extension Office, they stay really busy. And right now it's really busy for them because they have a work day every Wednesday where they work on all the gardens kind of around our office, which, by the way, are demonstration gardens. And May 18th, they'll have actually an open gardens day. And when they do that, they will, it's kind of like an open house, right? So people can just come and go, check out the gardens around, and then they can visit some of the other departments there. Will be there as well. So that's 9:30 to 11:30, and that is there at the Extension Office, 9020 Airport Road. And then you can call if you need more information. We actually have several numbers but they all get you to somebody. So 936-539-7824 is one for the Master Gardeners. And so that's one of the things that's happening with them. So how did you guys, by the way, Evan has joined us.
Hello.
Hey, Evan Parat.
Yes.
And you know what, before you got in here, they were talking about how great you were. And you're like a master editor and great photographer and all that good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been editing their videos since the beginning, and I've also been shooting a lot of them recently too.
Cool.
Like the music video we're doing. So.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit. You guys said you're working on a music video now. It's another parody, or just what? Tell me more about it.
So it's the same parody for the song we were talking about, Old Town Road. For anybody listening that doesn't know what the song is, I know a lot of America knows what it is just because it's become a meme, but some people still don't. That's okay. It's kind of a controversial song because they weren't sure if it's a country song or a rap song. So it was charting on both charts. So that's where it gained a lot of attention from adults, and they were like, oh, it's kind of a unique situation. So there's been a lot of hype and stuff around it. So we were like, why not just make a 4-H parody of this? And I came up with this idea, I think 2 Sundays ago. So this song just came out, I think last Saturday. It'll be out a week this Saturday. And I wrote up the lyrics. I just remixed it to things that relate to 4-H and agriculture. So yeah, we posted that. That was the audio that we posted. We posted a little lyric video, and then we filmed the music video today. We went to a little area that had some cows and stuff, and that's what we were working on this morning before we came today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a pretty packed day, but that's coming out hopefully next Saturday or sometime next week. But Evan, if you want to talk a little bit about how we were just filming and stuff, go for it.
Yeah. So we just arrived at this area where there was a cow. We hopped.
Is it just a random cow?
Just a random.
You go, there's a cow. Let's go film.
Yeah.
We asked for permission.
We did.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
4-H asks for permission, and then we hopped over the fence and we followed the cow to
Some more
wherever he
cows.
was going. Yeah, some other cows. And then we just shot part of our music video there. So yeah, pretty cool.
I mean, cringe alert. There is going to be
alert.
some cringe in there, but
Carson's dancing was not spectacular.
yeah,
Let's
no,
just say
it was
that.
not. It was not.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool.
Cool. So what is the message that you're trying to get across, with this video in particular?
We're kind of just trying to share the fun side of 4-H. Just more not necessarily educational stuff, but just it's fun too. You learn a lot, but you also have a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And learning and fun can be synonymous.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we think, learning's not fun, but
Right.
yeah, you guys, you're learning while you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one really expresses creativity as well, and you do learn a little bit about agriculture. You know what I'm saying? We do throw some lines in there, spit some bars in there about it.
Yeah.
But but really, like Evan's saying, it's just kind of thinking outside of the box. Like nobody would have thought to, remix a song for 4-H. That's
Yeah.
So, but we did it. So yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking of doing some more of those, maybe in acoustic covers for some songs.
Stay tuned. Yeah,
We're
I know how to play Old Town
experimenting.
Road on the guitar, so get ready.
So can you do it a cappella? Can you give us a sample of what's on the video?
We can. Actually,
wanna
I thought it'd
sing
been
it?
really cool if we could have played this on the radio, but I wasn't sure how that would have worked. But yeah, you want to you know the first line?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the lyrics are like, let me try to remember them because I can't always remember my own lyrics. But let's see.
Where is it located?
It's on YouTube.
All right, let me pull it up.
4-H is for everyone. Yep.
Oh, thanks,
All right.
Dick.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
But yeah,
Yeah,
keep
I was
talking while
here.
he's looking it up.
I'll just
So,
give you
yeah.
a quick acapella.
Yeah,
I was
we
just-
can compare what you do to the actual
Yeah,
video and see
right,
kind of what
right.
I was
happens.
just
yeah.
lip dubbing. Yeah, I didn't make the lyrics.
Yeah,
either.
we
I
were
was
just lip
dubbing
syncing in the
whole
music
time.
video. But it's like, I got the horses in the back. Help put produce on the rack, making liters. That's
this
a
it?
fact. Yes, that is it.
All right,
Yeah.
1 second. Let me
It'll
load
sound
it up
much
for
better
the,
than me.
Let me load up the video for everyone to watch it.
So I got a sneak peek of this,
Yeah.
the video a few weeks ago, and it's been stuck in my head for a while now.
Without
play it?
auto tune.
like the new lyrics, right?
Yes, yeah, it's very catchy.
I'm gonna start playing it.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Join 4-H, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna join 4-H and better myself with my head, heart, hands, and health. I'm gonna join 4-H and better myself with my head, heart, hands, and health. We raise the horses in the back, help put produce on the racks, making leaders, that's a fact, taking our skills to the max. Riding on a horse, 4-Hers are a force. 6 million kids repping 4-leaf clovers. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something. 4-H riding on a tractor. Cows are in the pasture. Farming is a factor. Got crops in the black dirt. Now we making videos, posting them on YouTube, letting everybody know about the 4-H program. Go and check out our channel. 4-H is for everyone. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something. Yeah, I'm gonna join 4-H and better myself with my head, heart, hands, and health. I'm gonna join 4-H and better myself with my head, heart, hands, and
Man, was that good or not?
That is
Yeah,
awesome. Like world premiere right here on the Extension Hour. What a
yeah.
deal.
Oh yeah.
So what
Yeah.
was your favorite thing about doing that video? It's coming up.
Just how
Dodging them cowboy pies.
Oh yeah, making the music video, man. There's a
Yeah.
ton of cow pies out there we had to avoid. No, but yeah, we actually recorded that, or I recorded it on an iPhone mic. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it was like a last minute deal. We wanted to post it while it was still relevant, you know, to where we could get some views off of it.
Sure.
So I had to put it out fast. So I just had an iPhone mic. My friend actually has a studio, but I couldn't make it there. So I bet it could have even sounded better. I did all the editing and auto tune on myself, but it was definitely a learning curve because I had no clue how to make anything like this. But yeah, I mean, with the support of Evan
Yeah.
and Carson,
Yeah.
we got it done.
And like I said, video on behind the scenes of filming that is coming out. So
Ah, okay.
never as soon as we can post it.
What are your thoughts on the video, Evan?
I think it's looking pretty great. It's gonna be really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of cool parts about it. We're going to different locations. It's just a very fun video. Yeah.
Good. So, and you guys obviously have a really good grasp on what 4-H is. So that makes it a little bit easier than, like if we were to hire like a marketing company to come in, sometimes, marketing companies are great at what they do, right? But you guys it's coming from the grassroots of your 4-H experience. So tell me a little bit about how you got involved in 4-H to begin with.
You want to
Well,
start?
I guess I'll start. Yep. I've probably been in the longest, actually. My whole family's been in 4-H for like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So it's been a family tradition for me. I've been in for 9 years. I've been going to club meetings since I was a baby, so I was there. But we've been in the same club this whole time as well, Morning Stars 4-H. But yeah, it's a great program. The end goal is to get scholarships to help you get through college, but you learn so many other things and make great friends along the way. Like this YouTube channel, 4-H really is what you make it, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. We're trying to put as much into it as we can and just have fun with it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what about you?
Yeah, for
Carson?
me, I forget. I was like 12, 13.
Probably somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think a friend of ours, Bethany, she graduated last year?
Yeah.
Was going to our church at the time, and she told us about it. So we checked it out. It was pretty good. I mean,
I actually
cool
never knew
stuff.
that.
What?
I never knew that. I didn't know Bethany
Oh,
told you
really?
about it. Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, yeah, we, I mean, I liked it. I mean, did record books, and I think I've been an officer ever since that first year. Yeah,
Yeah,
after that
same,
first
yeah.
year. Turned in record books, did competitions. It's awesome. Up until this year, I'd been doing the consumer ed competition too at district in addition to robotics. So, I mean, pretty fun journey. Record books, it's hard to make, but once you finish your record book, you can look back at all the stuff you did.
You can
It's,
look back.
Pretty
Yep.
cool.
It's really worth it.
Yeah, important life skills too, because you have to keep records pretty much the rest of your life.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, and I've been in 4-H for about 4 years, I think. We had just moved, and we were just looking for something for me and my sister to participate in. So we joined about 4 years ago. I've participated in Montgomery County Fair through 4-H. I've placed top 10 every time I've entered, and this year I actually won grand champion in photography for the first time, so that was a lot of fun. This upcoming year, I am going to be the third vice president in my club. For the first time, I'm going to be holding an officer position, so I'm really looking forward to that. And it's just been a really great, fun learning experience for me and my sister as well. So.
Sure. So, Justin, as the Urban Youth Development Agent and working with non-traditional 4-H things, what is it that you think attracts kids to be in 4-H, and why would someone want to join 4-H?
The great thing about 4-H is that it's for everyone, and that's a great title of their YouTube channel, because there is a lot of projects that folks can get involved with that might not be so familiar with, such as videography, photography. One of our biggest things that we have going on is robotics currently, and I'm excited to say that this year, for the first time, the Montgomery County Fair hosted their very first ag robotics contest. And so when I say ag robotics contest, it was about seven years ago or so. Texas 4-H decided that they really wanted to capture on the STEM activities and capture the kids who have an interest in STEM. And as we think about agriculture, there's tons of technology all related to agriculture, such as precision agriculture with GPS tractors, with fertilization, being able to pinpoint which specific plants need fertilization versus applying fertilizer across the entire field. You're going to conserve more, and you're going to definitely not be wasteful. The other thing is with, I lost my thought where I was going with that. But going back to the Montgomery County Fair, it's all related some way into agriculture. And this year, the theme was, because we're here in Montgomery County, we have a lot of trees. We're known for our beautiful loblolly pines. And so the challenge was Texas timber. It was all geared towards the timber industry. So we had a game mat that the contest is held on, and there was 8 challenges that they had to compete. The first one was follow the trail to the road. So they programmed the robot to follow a trail. They had to, because back in the early days of Montgomery County, the railroad industry played a huge part in making us successful and the economic boom of the timber industry in the early days. So we had a train line that would take the trees from the area and it would connect it to the supply points. So they actually had a wooden train they had to follow on a track. They had to collect 2 types of trees and figure out where to place them in the correct sawmill. We had boards for them to take to the construction site, and also closing the loop with conservation. They had to collect seeds and take them to be grown out into seedlings.
All right. So when you're talking about all this task, that means they actually have to code it into a robot, into a computer,
Right.
to tell the robot what to do to make those tasks.
So they have the way the contest is set up. They have 3 hours to design, build, and program the EV3 Mindstorm robots. And so we'll give them those 3 hours, and after those 3 hours, we have 2 matches, and they have 2.5 minutes to get as many tasks as they can get done. So it is very time intensive for them. So a lot of the kids are very focused when they get into the contest room.
Yeah. And that's one of those things that people might not think about right away, like how does robotics and how does STEM relate to agriculture? Because sometimes people that are outside of agriculture just it's just farms and it's just animals. But like you kind of mentioned before, if we, agriculture affects everybody, because if we didn't have agriculture, we would all be naked and hungry.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I think it's a great way to kind of connect those, where you can look at things that you're interested in. It really creativity, something as creative as making YouTube videos, but you're also promoting the idea of agriculture and the idea of youth development and that kind of thing.
Definitely,
Yeah.
So not only does Montgomery County Fair actually have an ag robotics contest, we also have the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And these guys actually competed at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo with their robotics teams.
All right. So
we got second. Yeah, our team got second. There.
Yeah, Carson's got second.
Yeah,
we were close to placing in the top 3, but we didn't make it. My team.
Yeah,
It
there
our
was
first
actually
competition.
interesting enough because the top 3 teams go on to the final round from the main thing. There was actually a 4-way tie for third place at 220 points, and so they factored in the teamwork score that they had been keeping separately, and that narrowed it down to 2 teams still tied for third. So they all together sent 4 teams into the final, and then we ended up passing the 2. So because we were part of those the third place tie, and we ended up passing the last 2 teams and getting second. So
Yeah, that was really good too.
yeah.
And that was at the Houston Livestock Show and
Correct,
Rodeo, right?
yes.
Yeah. So other contests that are at Houston Livestock Show that people might not realize that are there. I mean, we had the food challenge. That's one that was. And what other kinds of things do you think are a little bit different that people might be surprised to learn is there?
So at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, there's also something called the Agriculture Product ID Contest. And students actually have to identify a product. It's usually a produce item, and they'll have to answer a question with it. So it might be a pecan, and they'll have to ID what it is, and there'll be a question on it. What time of the year do pecans usually grow here in Texas? So there'll always be a question with it. There's also the veterinary science skillathon. So there'll be about 80 to 100 kids coming to Houston, and they'll be testing their knowledge on what they've learned through their vet science program. So they'll have a 100-question exam. Then there'll be about 50 questions of IDs, and that'll be anywhere from breeds of livestock, breeds of companion animals. They'll do internal organs, parasites, and then there'll be a practicum where they'll actually have to demonstrate their skills, such as wrapping a wound on a dog's leg, and they'll be tested on all those skills.
Yeah.
And then the last part is, because here in 4-H, we always want to promote public speaking, just as these guys have been doing such a great job at. There'll be a communication round to determine the top 3. They'll give them a topic, and they'll have to prepare a speech and give that in front of a panel of judges.
Yeah, because there's a lot of it that's just preparing you for future life. So whether it's what you do in your leisure time activity or what you actually do for a career. So speaking of that, guys, what kind of career path are you thinking of?
Oh boy, it's
No pressure.
It's a wide range, but I originally thought about engineering, and that's still kind of my main goal. But after doing this YouTube thing, it's actually really fun. I would definitely keep YouTube as a hobby, but now I'm kind of thinking maybe like minoring in like multimedia or something like that, or maybe even public speaking. So that's kind of the conclusion I've come to. So there's really just now only time will tell. You could just say that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have to make up your mind now, but
Right.
it's
Well,
good to
I do
have
only
some
have one more
ideas.
year, but yeah.
How about you, Evan?
Currently, I'm very interested in medicine.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
currently interested in becoming a neurosurgeon. So that's kind of like my goal for right now. I kind of want to get into a biology program at UT and then go off to medical school from there. I'm not sure where yet, though. So.
And so how do you see photography fitting into your future life? I mean, because you mentioned a lot about the photography contest, and they said what an awesome photographer
I
you
kind
are.
of see it as, continuing it as more of like a hobby and maybe a side income, but I couldn't see photography becoming my main source of income. It's just me. So,
Sure, yeah.
but I'm certainly gonna keep it as a hobby and stuff like that.
And maybe you could be a doctor and take pictures of things that you're doing.
Yeah.
Vlog your day at the office.
There you
Hey,
go.
guys,
We'll come by and vlog with you.
There you go.
Yeah.
How about you, Carson?
Well, for me, I'm actually through my dual credit classes at Lone Star. I'll actually have my associates in civil engineering. Actually, a couple weeks after I turn 18, at the end of the winter semester in 2020. But after that, I plan on enlisting in the Navy, and I'm hoping to get a special operations contract. So, yeah.
Okay. Very cool. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of a break. We kind of did like a little bit of a long segment, but that's okay because we were talking about some really cool things. But we'll come back in just a few minutes and we'll wrap up some of the things that we've been talking about, the great things in 4-H, and learn some more cool things about these guys. We'll be right back.
You're going to need me.
You're going to need us.
All of us.
You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food.
You're going to need our determination, our compassion.
You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring.
And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Today, 4-H is growing the next generation of leaders.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
An estimated 1 in 10 births will result in a neonatal intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.
Hey, Montgomery County and online listeners. Thank you so very much for checking out Jazzy Vibes with Soul. What? You haven't done so yet? Well, you've got to tune in. Hi, I am the host of Jazzy Vibes with Soul, Miss CeCe Holmes, and I invite you to check us out every Friday and Saturday from 7 until 9 p.m., where you will get the best in old school R&B and, of course, a little smooth jazz to make it jazzy. So tune in. That's right, tune in every Friday and Saturday right here on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM, or worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Leaders, that's a fact. Taking our skills to the max. Riding on a horse. 4-Hers are a force. 6 million kids repping for leave.
I like that new intro. Pretty nice music. So that's from 4-H's for everyone. Go check them out on YouTube, and lots of other entertaining things on YouTube, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we're here with the Extension Hour. We've got Seth Kendrick, we've got Carson Kress, and Evan Parach, and we are talking all about 4-H's for everyone, talking about the 4-H programs. Before I get, so we had a really good segment last time. I think so we kind of did a long one and kept talking because there was good things to talk about. But before I forget, I got to talk about, we talked about agriculture, right? So let me tell you some of the things that are happening in the agriculture department. On May 21st, they're going to have a freeze branding clinic for equine. That's going to be 5 to 7 p.m. at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds in the Expo Arena. And so they'll talk about how brands should be registered with the county clerk's office. They'll talk about a variety of stock irons that actually will be available, and horse owners are welcome to bring their own. There is a fee of $20, and you have to call to make a reservation. So 936-539-7822 is one way to do that. They'll also talk about theft prevention information as well. And then speaking of animals and taking care of animals, hurricane season is upon us. And one of the things that people maybe don't think about, or I'm sure they do think about, if you have animals, it's one of the things you think about when a storm comes in, taking care of your family, but also taking care of your animals. And so weathering the storm with your animals will be a presentation that will be sponsored by the Adult Horse Committee, and then also the Montgomery County Emergency Assistance is involved in that as well. And there'll be a few others that are participating, but it will be all about, what to do when a storm comes. So, whether it's a hurricane or, oh my gosh, these tornadoes that have been hitting nearby as well. So anyway, things to think about, and that will be on May 30th. At the Extension office. So again, 9020 Airport Road. Start at 4. It ends at 6:30. Call and make a reservation, 936-539-7822. And then also I mentioned some of the things that are happening in family and community health. We have our Walk Across Texas Community Challenge is happening right now, so it's not too late to sign up. In fact, our extension team just got signed up. And did you hear the team name? We're going to be the Tamales.
The Tamales.
Yeah,
Nice.
So if you used an acronym, which we're really not supposed to use, the acronym for Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service, you put it all together, and it actually makes tamales.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
I know, isn't that cool? So we should have been like the hot tamales, but whatever. We're tamales. And so we're participating in Walk Across Texas. It's an 8-week challenge of teams of up to 8 people. 4-H teams are welcome as well. We the goal is to do physical activity, so to get people more physically active. Sometimes people think about like marathons or whatever, and it's not like for hardcore exercisers, although they are certainly welcome. The idea is just to get more physically active. So Walk Across Texas, easy to sign up at walkacrosstexas.tamu.edu. It'll take you to a registration site that's actually at howdyhealth.org. So that's happening. And then also I want to mention that we're doing a canning workshop. So that's one of the things we get lots of questions about, that people want to know how to can the fruits and vegetables that they're growing or that they've gotten on sale at the grocery store or whatever, but to preserve them long term. So we'll actually be doing hands-on canning. There's a $30 charge for that. But you'll go home with products, and we'll also feed you lunch because it's going to start at 10. It'll be over by 2. And that will also be at the extension office. So again, at 9020 Airport Road. So those are some of the things that are happening. So we've been talking about 4-H. 4-H is for everyone. What else you guys want to talk about?
Maybe we can talk about more of the, all our other videos. I mean, we have a lot of them.
Yeah, how many did you say? 20?
25, 26, something
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
Yeah, we post one every week, right? Yeah.
It's getting to where it's one every week, but we started off posting every other week.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much our steady post day.
And so do you have trouble finding the time to do that with everything else that you're doing? Or do you like make
Carson
the time?
doesn't,
It's
I
fun?
do.
What? No, I have to. I mean, it's trouble to find time. Work, classes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, we find it. Evan is great.
Evan's
job.
always there, like
Always
ready
there,
to
yeah.
edit a video. It's
There with
super
the
nice.
Camera in her face, but we step out of the car and he's like videoing.
I know, he's ready. Yeah. I pretty much come up with a lot of the ideas, and then I get them verified by them. To help build the confidence. Is this a good video idea or not? You're kind of like my safe source, Carson and Evan, and then we'll start recording them, and then send them to Evan, and then he'll film them. Carson's kind of our right hand man. You know what I'm saying? He's always in the videos. He's like that guy.
Yeah.
So they're all related to 4-H?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so besides the country rap song that you just did, what would you say is the most interesting one that's happened?
I would say Rewind.
Yeah,
the Rewind. They
so
were
you
both,
mentioned that one earlier.
kind of like mainstream, controversial things. That song is actually the #1 song, I believe, on Apple Music. I think still right now. It was last week. I don't know about now, but
yeah.
But yeah, definitely Rewind as our second most interesting video, I'd say.
So how do you go about selecting what your topic's going to be? Just whatever comes to mind?
It's
like,
whatever
this
comes
would
to
be
mind of the
whatever
week.
comes to
If
mind,
I get an idea, if Evan gets an idea, Carson, we'll all kind of just communicate between each other and then brainstorm from there. But
yeah, we all have, great ideas, whatever. We just like even we were just talking about at, your house, we were just talking about doing like a songs of your life type thing where, you're talking and then your words like translate into like a mainstream song or something.
yeah, we have some, after I came up with that idea for the Old Town Road song, we kind of are going to branch out, and there's probably going to be some more videos coming out. They're related to music, kind of more comedy, but you're still learning some, but yeah.
So one thing they do really good about is when folks call the extension office, and ask about a certain project, we give them, here's what this project is, or here's where you can find more information. But they do a great job at showing folks in real life what that project is, and so they do vlogs with some of their activities throughout this past year. They've been vlogging, and so what have been some of y'all's vlogs that y'all have done so far?
So we did robotics early on. Yeah, we did robotics. Yep. We did. Didn't you guys do food and nutrition?
Okay, so actually, this is like a pretty
baking,
interesting
right?
video to me. I don't know about y'all. I was the only one in it, but I vlogged.
Of course, it was interesting to you.
Oh boy, yeah, I vlogged myself baking or practicing one of my Ferris recipes. It's not the actual one I followed through with, but yeah, it was kind of just to represent the Food and Nutrition Project, I baked it, and then I kind of made it enjoyable and funny. I thought I was funny. I don't know if it was or not. But
We got a little bit of hate on that one, yeah.
we got like one dislike. Yeah, we've only had like 5 in our entire career.
You know, but you're not successful unless you have some
Right,
haters,
yeah,
right? I
actually,
mean, because
we
there's always
actually-
when you're doing something good, somebody's gonna.
Because one of
not
them like commented like Chef Ramsay's left the chat or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
it's
was
funny.
held up for review by YouTube, and we just put it on there because like we want to
I wanted
like
to stir the
have
pot,
all
like,
the we don't want just people saying oh great video because that's not really gonna
Because if
help our
somebody's
online
like
following.
disliking a video, it kind of is another chance for us to tell them what 4-H is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just spark a conversation. So we don't mind that. Yeah.
Yeah. We could have a whole other conversation about people online, but we
Oh,
won't
yeah.
go there. Okay, so besides doing the YouTube video, you guys do a lot of other things in 4-H, and so we were talking about what's coming up next weekend is our big time in D9, and
Right.
you guys are all participating.
I'm not
Okay.
just
Oh.
'cause, I
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
able
you've
to
got a
this time,
conflict.
yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, I missed the deadline too, so I think Seth is the only one.
There's more to 4-H than just contests too,
Yeah.
so we want to make sure that we.
True.
But a contest is a good way to kind of show off some of the things that you've learned. So Seth, what are you doing?
So this year, I'm entering some of the photos I entered in the fair. I also do photography as a big part of my 4-H projects. And then I'm also doing a Promote 4-H educational presentation. It's the same thing I did last year that sparked this video YouTube channel idea. But it's the same category. But I have a YouTube channel to talk about now. So I'm talking about my YouTube channel and how I promoted 4-H. Beforehand, I was kind of just talking about my life and everything, all the projects I had done and how my family had promoted 4-H. But this, I believe, is that next step that I wanted to take. And it's going to come in handy, and hopefully I'll place well. But yeah, I'm going to talk about basically this interview. You know, it's going to be similar to this, how I started, how we all started, how we were able to get a group together and teamwork, and how that really impacts things. And then just everything we've learned, you know, and the ways we've been able to promote 4-H. I think we have like 3,700 views on our channel. So it's been viewed by 3,700, or not 3,700 people, but 3,700 times.
Sure.
And I think that's a pretty big impact,
Yeah.
at least for what we're doing.
Yeah. No, if we had 3,700 people come to one of our programs, we'd be like really excited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, and that's in the educational presentation contest area.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Justin, tell us a little bit more about what that encompasses. What is an educational presentation and why do we do it?
So the educational presentation is basically a speech on how to do something or an informative talk on a various topic. And so we have about 11 different categories that you can participate within the educational presentation. And the one Seth is in is Promote 4-H. We also have Beef, Open FCS. We have Health and Wellness, Farm Safety and Technology, Injury and Prevention. And then we have one that's Public Speaking, and that one's just giving a speech without any aids, whereas the educational presentation can be used a PowerPoint, or you can take something into the room and show the judges actually how to make it. Like we have one 4-Her who's making Piggy Lollipops is going to be her educational presentation. So Piggy Lollipops.
Okay.
Her main project is the swine. She actually won reserve champion at the Montgomery County Fair, Karis Downs, and so her thing is going to be making Piggy Pops.
All right. And so old school educational presentations were called method demonstrations, and people would come with like posters, like literally 6 to 8 different posters, and they would pull one poster up and put the next one down. And then, you know, we got into the 21st century, we started using PowerPoints. So Seth, do you use PowerPoints, or you just?
I do use a PowerPoint,
Yeah.
yes. Mine's going to be pretty long this year, but I'm actually going to include some videos in it too. I don't know if anybody's ever done that either, but it'll eat up some time on the clock, and as well as, you know, the visual. So.
Right, but you have to plan well too, because
Yes.
it's not like you can just get up there and talk for a while, because there is a time limit.
Yeah, it's like 10 to 12 minutes how long I'm going to be up there for, so.
And then also with they used to have, or so you still can have like actual visual. You mentioned visual aids, right? So like some people will put together. So is she gonna do like make a piggy pop in front of?
Yeah,
the
she's going to have all her
judges?
ingredients. It's kind of funny, when I first joined 4-H and when I was in 3rd grade, our club required us to do method demonstrations in front of, we had to do it to compete in the fair. We had to do one method demonstration in front of our club. So as a 3rd grader, it was extremely nerve-wracking to get in front. And so my very first method demonstration was how to make Rice Krispie treats. So I had a fake little cardboard oven, and I had the little pot, and I put the Rice Krispies in. I started, you had the ingredients, and then I had the already pre-packaged homemade Rice Krispies, and as I put it out on the tray, they fell out, and everybody got a free Rice Krispie treat. So it was very nerve-wracking, like I said at the very beginning, but one of the big things, as I mentioned over and over, is public speaking. And so by the time those young 4-Hers and third grader become seniors, they're very versed in public speaking, and oftentimes, like these guys here, leaders in their 4-H club.
Sure. And then one of the contests is called public speaking, and that one does not include any visual aids. It's more like a
prepared speech.
Prepared speech that they do for judges. And then almost every contest involves some form of public speaking, because most of them include an interview that has to be done with judges. So whether it's food show, fashion show, or the judging contest, and consumer decision making, and that kind of thing, they have to give reasons. So there's a lot of oral communication that's included with that. So teaching you really important life skills. I've said that a few times.
And speaking of
that's what
judging
4-H does.
Yeah.
We have our district livestock judging contest this Saturday, along with Kids Fest that we have coming up. We have district livestock judging in College Station, and so kids will be judging 8 classes of livestock species, and a class is 4 animals grouped together, and they have to place them from best to least best, given an ideal standard. And so once they place those 8 classes, then they'll have to defend those places by giving oral reasons to judges, which are basically folks who are on the actual collegiate A&M judging team.
All right. So in addition to speaking about it, there has to be some critical thinking that goes through, like, what is your reasoning for whatever it is that your decision is?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of reasoning and decisions, this is a kind of an odd segue, but whatever. We have our Texas Community Futures Forum that's going to happen. So May 7th is going to be our open forum. We want to invite anyone who's interested. What happens is, in Extension, we utilize information that comes from the community. So we can't be everywhere to know what's going on, but to make sure that our programs are on target, we ask people, what do you think are the important issues? What will be facing Montgomery County in the next 3 to 5 years? And so we also have an online survey that's available that people can participate in, and then we'll do an in-person meeting. And there's not an age limit on that, so we'd like to hear from young people as well, if you guys, because you have a good view of what's happening in the future, because you guys are already thinking 3 to 5 years down the road. So again, what are the important things that are going to face Montgomery County in the next 3 to 5 years? So that's our Texas Community Futures Forum, open forum on May 7th. We'll feed everybody lunch, and we'll ask you your ideas, and then we'll get you start at 11:30, get you out by 1 o'clock. And then the online survey too. You can give us a call, and I can send you an email to get that link. And we've been trying to pass that around to people that are participate in our programs or people that we know. So again, our phone number is 936-539-7825. I'm gonna put that one because I haven't thrown that one in, but 936-539-7825. You can do 2422, all of those will get you to the extension office. We're located at 9020 Airport Road. We don't mind having visitors at all. You're welcome to come by and visit. And last words, really quickly. Who wants to say something?
4-H is for everyone.
4-H, go subscribe to 4-H is for everyone. Hit the bell, smash like on all our videos, and smash that red subscribe button. Share with all your friends too.
Yeah. Yeah, and check out the Facebook page too now. Also 4-H is for everyone.
Yep.
Oh, and here we go with the song again. What a way to go out. Thank you guys for being here. Awesome job. We really appreciate our future is bright because we've got people like you.
Thank you.
And you're listening to the Extension Hour. We'll take a break next Friday, but then we'll be back May 10th, and then pretty much every Friday, 1 to 2, right here on Lone Star Radio. See you soon.